Hello friends, this is my first video in Django tutorials. So regarding Django, I can say Django is one of the most popular web frameworks and it is widely used in creating small and big sized websites, and basically it has MVT structure. Here M is model and V is view and T is template. In Django, we create models which contains Python classes which map to the fields of the tables, and view is the presentation layer where we type our code according to the logic we want, and this layer is responsible for the presentation and logic uh, of the website, and template mainly refers to the HTML or the front end of the site which we want to show to the user. So without going much detail into theory, let us uh, in this video we shall create first hello page. So I am using here Visual Studio Code. You can see. So let us open terminal now and let me create a virtual environment, which is always advised whenever you start a new project. You can see I have Python 3.3 already installed here, so I shall use that to create a virtual environment. Let me type the command 3.8 -m. The model is virtual env, which is used to create the virtual environment. So Django tutorial VNV. So this is the name of my virtual environment, and just press enter and a virtual environment is created. Just clear the screen and go inside the virtual environment, and in this you need to install the Django. Just type pip install Django. If you want to install some specific version, just type double equal to 4.0, or in case you want just the stable latest version, no need to specify the version number, just type pip install Django. So you can see there is an error. Let me activate the environment which I have forgotten. So I have activated now. Let me clear the screen and then our command will run as expected. So you can see the installation has been started and Django 4.1 is being downloaded, and you can see it has been installed. So you can start new project in Django with the command django-admin and just type start project and type the name of the project. Name of the project is Django tutorial. This is the name of the project, and you can give any name you like, and just navigate to the Visual Studio Code. You can see the new folder has been created, and this is our project name, and it contained another project name with the same name, and you can see it has the setting files, and this is the file which contains the important settings for our website. Usually we save the constants here, and also it can change the behavior of the website, and by default you don't need to change here anything now. And you can see here there is a secret key, and you don't need to change yet. Now we will discuss this in our subsequent videos. By default the debug is true. This means in the development environment by default debug is true. If the debug is true, we can see all the errors in the browser. If we turn it false, and errors will be not displayed in the browser. So for the development purposes it should be true. And there is also option allowed underscore host, which host you are want to allowed. You can type here star, so that the website is can be run from the current host regardless of its IP address. So for the time being we will just type star here, and this is setting which say what are the installed apps. Any app contains a set of functionality, so these apps are normally already installed in the Django, and these are the middlewares. There are some middleware, inbuilt middlewares. Middleware are some functions which run between the response and request, which can change the behavior of the response. Okay, and there are some template setting, and there are also contents test processors which we shall discuss slowly in our subsequent videos. So by default the database used here is SQLite 3, and Django support many databases like PostgreSQL, MySQL, MS SQL, Oracle. So many databases are supported by Django, but by default you have the SQLite 3 database which is already inbuilt here. So for our current tutorial we will use this database. Okay, so these are some functions which are used for password validation, and you don't need to change anything here now, and every setting will be discussed slowly as we move forward. Just I will save this file now, and this is the file urls.py which contains the URLs of the website. Currently there is only one URL, and this is URL for the admin panel which is already there. Admin panel already provided by Django, and there is another file wcj.py which is used by the server to run the Django website. So currently we will not do anything here. So there is another file manage.py which is mainly used to run the Django and several other commands which we shall discuss slowly. So in order to create our hello page, we also need to create a app here, because a Django project is collections of app and nothing else. Just navigate to inside of the Django project and just type python manage.py and type command start app and type the name of the app which can be test1 underscore app. You can type any name like auth underscore app. For the time being, we're typing here test1 underscore app and just press enter. You can see that a folder is created after running the command. This is test1 underscore app, which is the app we have created. It has different files, but before you use this app, just tell the Django about this app. Go to install underscore apps and just type the name of the app which you have created. So every app contains a set of functionality. So we can examine the new folder which is created by Django. So you can see here is different files and uh, views files contain the logic uh, which will helpful to present the page to our users, and basically models file will have the Python classes which will interact with the database tables. So our main focus will be on views.py. Let us create a simple view function which will helpful to present something to our browser. So before creating some page, let us start our project. Let's see what is there in the browser. So for starting the app, just type command python-py and you can type here run server and just press enter, and you can see the server is running here, and just open in browser and you can see this is the page which you can see when we haven't created any page. We haven't created any page now, and this is the default page which is given by Django. So let us create our page so that we can remove the default page. And you can see there is also one error. You have 18 unapplied migrations. Actually, these are some migrations which are helpful in creating database tables. So currently we don't need any database table for this tutorial, so I will not run the migrate command, and for the time being just will create a simple view function in views.py file. Just type here def index and you can type here a request and you can import HTTP response function which will be helpful in giving a HTTP response to the browser. So just type HTTP response and type hello world here. So we have created our very first view function and we can view it in the browser now. You have We have created our simple view function, and we have used the inbuilt function http response, which is used to provide a explicit response to the browser, or in simple terms it will send a response to the browser. And in the brackets we have used the string hello world. But to send to the browser we also need a URL so that it can be accessed over the browser. So you can see that the main folder urls.py already contained a file which have some mappings regarding URLs, but we can use this file to create another file which will reside in our app. Let me create another file inside the test1 underscore app. Just click urls.py, and we have another file here, and we don't need this line, and we don't need all this. We need only the path functions, and we'll define like this, and we shall also import our view function. So from views import or it is better to import like this test1 underscore app dot views import views, and just type here views dot index and just give a name to the URL that is called index. So this is a path function which accepts three parameters. This is the URL which is by default blank, because for the first page the URL should be blank, and this is the view function we have created. We have already created a function index here, so I am mapping the function here, and URL should have a name. The name is index. Okay, just save this file, and you can see we have created a file in the app test1 underscore app. The file name is urls.py. Now we need to use this file in our main URLs file, which is this one. Okay, and here we shall import another function called include, and we shall define another path, and we shall use the include function here to include the URLs which we have already created, test1 underscore app dot urls. So you can see we have imported the URLs of our app inside the main file urls.py, so our Django project will know what is the URL. Okay, just access it in the browser, just type enter here, and you can see hello world has been printed in the browser. Okay, you can also beautify it. You can also pass some HTML tags here. Just I shall type here like this, and I shall also include some style here For example, we can include some style here and now save the file and run it again, and you can see the URL is now in red color. So you can also pass some HTML tags like this, but to beautify our presentation, we can also use a template, HTML template. To use a HTML template in our base directory, this is our base directory. Django tutorial is our base directory. So in base directory, you need to create a new folder which will have the name templates, and inside the templates you need to create another folder with the name test1 underscore app. Now this folder test1 underscore app will contain a HTML file like index.html. So you can define HTML here and put the hello world here, and you can define some style here if you want. You can put some padding here. You can also use bootstrap or any other CSS here if you like, and we can now use this HTML file in our view function. Just I am erasing this and I am using the function render. Render function is mainly used to render HTML. Now our HTML file is inside the folder test1 underscore app, then index.html. It has the main folder templates. There is no need to type templates here. Just type test1 underscore app index.html, and here you can type a blank dictionary, which this blank dictionary we will use later on. And now check the browser again, what is there in the browser. It is returning error. It is saying that template does not exist at. So you can see that Django has completely given a detailed error that it was not able to find a template index.html. So we need to provide the Django the proper path for the templates. Okay, just go to settings.py file. Okay, just go to settings.py file, and you can see that there is a templates variable which also contains the dir and directory structure, directories path for templates. Just type templates here because name of the folder is templates, which contains our templates. Okay, just save the file and let me see again if it is okay now, and you can see that our template has been accessed now and hello world has been beautifully printed here, and you can see that we have successfully rendered our HTML file, but we can also pass some very well here. You can type slogan. Django is my favorite framework. And you can see that in the blank dictionary we are defining a key slogan and it has a value. Django is my favorite framework, and just save the file, and in the HTML you can create another p tag. Just create another p tag and type here slogan here. This is the double curly brackets are used to show some variable to the HTML. Okay, just now see in the browser and you can see Django is my favorite framework, and I think you have learned how to create view function, how to render the HTML, and how to pass a variable to the template. Thank you very much and wait for the subsequent videos. Subscribe my channel if you like it. Thank you.